It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly touted Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
In a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air, we're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis who is their 6th Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active. This move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 48 yards. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Ryan. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan will throw again. That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. There's plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And here's Rodgers on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again is Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st down catch for Michael Pittman Jr. And he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the 2nd round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns. All were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Ryan. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Ryan. This is caught. Touchdown! Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
$17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Ryan. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Rodgers to return it.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, Taylor now.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second and goal from the 1. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Ryan to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given away just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. A slant to Jones.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, Ryan.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field,
and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On second down, it's Taylor. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. That complete over the middle. He's got Manhurts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At the 20. After the interception, here's Ryan.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Ryan.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Gets past one man. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's get something going.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Ryan. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Lawrence going to throw again.
caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Logan Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one finds Pierce right side.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Caught by Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that gets him back within 10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation, because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3.
Now Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Ryan.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, Ryan.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Ryan.
They'll set up the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down by 13, 65 seconds remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. On first down, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to summon up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.